Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming to the age. Appreciate everybody turning up. Fantastic turnout, the fighters, the media, you guys out there. Really appreciate that. And what a card we have. This is a card I've had so much interest about. It's unreal. Constant phone calls, text messages. How have you got a card of such magnitude together? I don't think Sheffield or South Yorkshire's had a card with so much potential future champions. And that's not just telling how brand it really is. He's got talent from top to bottom. From Shaquille Thompson topping the bill, defending, fighting for 2 titles. Nicola Hopewell, from the Irish duo Kieran Malloy and Tieran Bradley, from future heavyweight superstar Hughie Fury. We've got Arlo Stevens with the heavyweight making his debut. We've got Taz Nadeem, we've got Michael DiCarlo, we've got Nat Tarley, Red Johnson, Harvey Lambert. The list goes on and on and on. We're really grateful to put such a great card on. Credit to our matchmaking team, and the backstroke team works hard to make sure we put good cards on them. Quality fights that people want to see. 2 years I really appreciate, and I say this on many kind of stages. Thank you for you guys supporting us. The growth of GBM in 2 years has been not heard of in British boxing, and then the stable and the team's just got stronger. I'd like to officially introduce Head of Broadcasting, a really good friend, the best in the business, been around for 30 years on the highest platforms in the world, top biggest fights in the world. Welcome to on board officially, Adam Smith, Head of Broadcasting. Really grateful to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks everyone, it's really good to be back. It's really good to be here in Sheffield, the city of steel. Those days with Harold Bomber Graham, Prince Nassim Hamid, Johnny Nelson, Kell Brook, Ryan Rhodes. What a city for boxing. We're coming of age and we're coming back to Sheffield. It's an absolute pleasure, Izzy, to have joined you at GBM. I have hugely high hopes for GBM Sports. I've really enjoyed being around the team this week. A fantastic bunch of guys and girls, some characters in there, and some hard workers and some real talent. And that's what it's all about, this business. It's about looking after fighters, it's about directing them in the right ways, and it's about putting on terrific shows for the fans and for everyone watching at home as well. So I'm really pleased to be part of it. We've got the snooker in town for the World Championships. Sheffield is buzzing, and we're going to have a fantastic night on Saturday.
I just feel like, Adam, since you've come on board, you've really been a final piece of jigsaw. You've strengthened our team, you've got a lot of experience in there. We've got a lot of youth in our team who've got really creative ideas, push on the socials. But that experience with you, Steve Lillis and Nancy Esther, I think puts us there, strongest team as anybody in British boxing. So we're gratefully on board, and the journey's going to be good.
Well, I can't wait to work with you. You're an infectious character, he's full of charisma, he says it as it is, and we're going to hopefully take GBM Sports really high up, and I love the shows. I'm excited for them. I think the atmosphere is fantastic, the production's brilliant, and yeah, I think Saturday night's going to be the next step, and then we're going to go up and down the country and over the Irish Sea as well. I see 2 fantastic young prospects we're delighted to have on board. So I think it's time to get some of the guys up on stage. Let's bring them up, yeah? Red Johnson, Nefali Nemhard, Michael King, Arlo Stevens, Harvey Lambert, and Taz Nadeem. All come up here, guys. Great to see you. Well, Izzy, I mean, we've got some fantastic characters, some good fighters, some stories. Tell us a little bit about each of them before we get them involved.
Well, we'll start with Taz, seeing as though he's on there. Taz, for you guys who don't know, is one of the best CrossFit competitors in the world. What number did you reach, Taz? Was it again number 2 or 3 in the country or the world?
Yeah, so I was number 6 in the world as a teenager in CrossFit.
Wow, that is some testament. You know, when I was speaking to Jamie, his manager, we talk about him turning pro, and he goes, had a bit of a break from the game, and then he spoke about the dedication he put to CrossFit's a tough business. You know, to get 6th is no easy measure.
Wasn't there weightlifting as well?
Yeah, Olympic weightlifting as well.
Weightlifting too.
Wow.
That's training.
So it was an easy kind of move when a question come about, do we want to sign him? Somebody can dedicate so much into CrossFit, so much into weightlifting. If you translate that into boxing, you know, he can be a future champion. And I've heard some stories. It's been hard to match him. It's not been easy to match it as. I apologise as a promoter, but we've got a match for him, then people pull out. I just wondered what was happening, but then I realised the rumours have got out that you're a real puncher and you're putting people to sleep in sparring, which will make my job easier, but credit to you.
Taz, why boxing? Why the change?
So I boxed as a youngster. I boxed from 10 to 14, 10 to 15. Did my CrossFit, did everything I wanted to do there. And then just, once you've got the itch, you can't stay away from it. It's like an addiction in the sport. So I came back, I realised now I bring something special, something different to the table. All that strength, all that power, fitness that I've gained from CrossFit, I can bring that over to boxing now. So I think I can do something good in here.
You've got big ambitions, big dreams, take it step by step. What are we going to expect from you on Saturday night?
My style is a lot of pressure. I'm strong, so I think lots of aggression, and again, I've got a lot of power, so that's what you'll see.
Taz, obviously, I know a bit about your family background. I know it's not financially the reason you're doing this. Do you think that gives you an edge where you know you don't have to financially do this, but you want to achieve something, you want a legacy in family, you want to go proud to your family? Does that give you a little bit of edge compared to somebody else turning over as a pro?
Yeah, so usually when people start pro boxing, it's difficult financially. They've got another job on the side but then with mine, because it's our own businesses, there's a lot of flexibility, there's a lot more financial support. So it does make it a lot easier, but at the same time, we've got big goals, we want to be big things in our family, we don't just want to be like, average people, so definitely want to make the family proud, make the family name proud, someone that people will remember.
Good luck Saturday night, look forward to your journey.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait for that as well. What a great story. Alongside Taz, what a young man, ready to get going, and what better division at the moment, worldwide, in the UK, everywhere, than the heavyweights. Arlo Stevens, welcome to GBM, welcome to professional boxing. You must be itching to get going.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it. I'm itching to get going. I just want to start fighting regularly, hurting people. That's what I'm here to do. Win fights, win titles.
Arlo, before we signed you, one of the people I spoke to was Fraser Clark. You've been in with the best. You sparred with Richard Riakporte, your Joshua's, your Fraser Clark's, and they all really rate you. How do you think your style is going to translate into pro rank? I like asking this question because sometimes as an amateur, as a top amateur, you have that fundamental amateur style. How are you going to translate that into the pro ranks?
That's it. I think now I'm in the program. I've got a little bit longer to work what I'm trying to work. So I think my clever, smart boxing will come through, and it will lead to big punches, big shots, and me stopping people.
Yeah, obviously, speaking to the management team, another one, they want to push you on quick. But it's important for us to make sure you're progressing rightly in the right fights. How far do you want to go in this game? How far do you realistically think you can get? The heavy division was tough, but also massive opportunities after a couple of wins.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm ready to go when you are. There's no man I'm scared of. I want to fight the best. I want to get to the top. I think if I achieve anything less than the British title, I've underachieved. And that probably sounds quite arrogant, but I'm happy to prove it fight by fight. And yeah, I'm aiming for the top. I think I can be right up there.
I love that, the fighter's mentality. Just get me in the ring and get me anyone in front. You've come from good stock. You've sparred with the likes of Fraser and AJ. We've heard great things about you. So you feel like you've had that education in the amateurs, and now you're ready to unleash yourself in the pro ranks. You've got the style to be able to cope, you think?
Yeah, exactly that. I think my style is my best attribute in this game. But like I said, I've done my learning. I've had 40 amateur fights. I've sparred some of the best professionals in the country and in the world. I know where I stand. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm here to do.
You said British title would be like the underachievement if you don't get it. But obviously you've got to be dreaming and looking out at what's happening in Saudi with the huge heavyweights. It's almost like a magic mix, isn't it? And they're just picking them out. So you could be just a couple of years away from something like that, which is an incredible incentive for a young heavyweight.
Oh, absolutely. And like I say, I'm game for anyone. So if they do want to pick me out of that hat, I'm there. That's it.
Look forward to your journey. Welcome to GBM. You're officially GBM's first heavyweight signing. Welcome on board.
Thank you very much.
Well, I think I better introduce the Yorkshire Yardie. I keep saying this story because this is one of my success stories.
He's your guy, isn't he?
Yeah. I've been involved in community gyms for the last 12 years, and I told this young man, A big young man then, I told him, stick at it, work hard, and you're going to achieve your dreams. And Naphtali, the Yorkshire Yardie, you're living a dream. I don't need to introduce you. You tell yourself, how's your journey been so far as a pro, and what more can we expect?
Like Izzy said, it's been a dream come true to be on a great card like this, but it has been earned. Ask Izzy, I'm a gym rat. I've always been a gym rat. I've been in the gym the last 8 years pretty much every day. Every single day grinding, and we're here now. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I just want to keep learning and get better and enjoy myself, and that's why I'm here.
Why the big switch to boxing? Because you were pretty good at another sport, weren't you?
Do you know what I do? Firstly, how are you? No one's actually said how are you.
Thank you, I'm good. Thank you very much.
Good.
I'm good and healthy, thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here with you because I've grown up watching boxing, hearing your voice and hearing you say my name when I'm boxing is amazing, so that's really good. I was a good basketball player, yeah, but whilst I was a good basketball player, I was also a good amateur boxer. Not many people know we used to take fights 1 day notice. I was boxing some of the best kids in the country. Win or lose, we'd say, yeah, we're going to take it. So I think it's a good transition between basketball and boxing, and I've shown that to a certain degree, but I've not also shown everything I can do. Izzy's been around me, like you said, in the gym over the last few years, and he's seen what I can do. He's seen when I was amateur and I had barely had any fights. I was sparring against champions and doing very well, so I know there's more I can bring out. Confidence, when the confidence comes, I'll get better and better.
What have you seen from the Yorkshire Yardie that makes you think he can be make a real impact on your shows?
Well, one thing I know, I can be a guarantor for this. I don't know many guys who train as hard as him. He's an absolute gym rat. You know, you hear the term a lot, he trains hard. This guy has never seen anything like it. He's addicted to it, which is good. He's the kind of kid we've got to calm down and tell him, have a day off. He's obsessed with the game, and sometimes you see kids who've got raw talent, but they haven't got the dedication. This guy's got the skill and he's got the dedication. So the plan with Naphtali is developing slowly. He didn't have many amateurs, not been in the game long, so we're going to develop him slowly. And I just said to him, you just never know. He's going to turn 3-0, he's living the dream, he's got a great fan base, he's charismatic, he's confident, he appeals to a lot of people. So he's a similar story like when you hear about Clinton Woods. People tell me he wasn't the most talented, but he worked hard. And if working hard gets you anywhere in life, you can go right to the top.
Clinton was one of the most underrated fighters, I think. No one talks about him. What a world champion from Sheffield, along the likes of your Johnnies and your Nazes and your Ryans and Kells. Clinton Wood's a great fighter. What's your ambition in this? How far do you think you can take it?
I just want to take it one fight at a time. I know that boxing's a hard game and anything can happen, so I want to take it one fight at a time. But shout out the guys in the gym, they've come down to support me today. One ambition of mine is to keep giving back to the gym I'm in, keep inspiring them, because they've got a lot more talent than I had when I started out. So if they continue trying to work hard, they can get further than I am. So I just want to be a good role model in the community, and I also want to win a title. Like, I know I kind of been in sparring and fighting is different, but I sparred a lot of champions and I always hold my own and do well. So that's what I want to do, and continue to bring people together in Sheffield as well.
Lovely words, inspirational.
Good luck, Naphtali, the Yorkshire Yardie.
Thank you very much.
Who have we got down this end?
One man in Sheffield who can talk better than me is Red Johnson. I'm not even going to say anything, Red. You tell him what you're going to do. You've been a pleasure having with you. I know you're working at the Ingles, the famous Ingle gyms. It's something I've known from the amateurs. I've seen you develop. I've seen what a great man you turned out to be. But I think this is a year, Red Johnson, we're going to make you active and busy. You've been on the last 2 GBM shows. You know, we've had a lot of demand for fighters to come on here, but we like working with you, believe you've got the skill, the right attitude, and you bring some glamour to the shows. How's training campaign and what you're feeling like for the next fight?
And they look good as well. Never forget that. Come on. You know what I mean? Not as good as you guys, but yeah. No, camp's going well as always. You know, it's a pleasure to be here in Sheffield, my hometown. I love Sheffield. I'm proud to be from here, so I'm just enjoying the process and one fight at a time. Yeah, you know, it feels good. It feels like I'm at home, because I am at home.
Your first 6-rounder, a little bit of a step up. I know you want to push on. You've done your 4-rounders, bit of inactivity got in, but this is your already somebody that's got everybody who spars with him, been around him, so he's got so much strength, so much talent, undefeated. He's not in it just to tick along. He really wants to go all the way. So I'm excited to see what you bring Saturday night.
Yeah, there's, you know, rope jumping, face thumping. Hopefully by the end of the night there's going to be some sexy girl humping, and that's what I like to do. So hopefully that's in the near future, and I'm looking forward to perform as always.
Red, who do you look up to in the city of former stars to become another one in the likes of Sheffield? Who do you look up to?
I'm only small, so I look up to everyone. But you've just mentioned Clinton Woods. I grew up in the gym with Clinton Woods, and you know, he's a good friend and very underrated, as you say. You know, I'm a good friend with Kev. In my opinion, the best to come from Sheffield. Prince Nazim, you know, I've got that little bit of admiration for him. So every one of them, man. Ryan Rhodes, you know, Adam Etchers was very under noticed as well. I've got a lot of time for these people, and they've got a lot of time for me, and to know them on a personal level is great, and I look up to them and what they did in the sport.
Do you think it's a special city for boxing? Because Harold Bomber Graham and way back then was just amazing, the talent that came out, and it just didn't seem to stop. It's been ever present for the last 30, 40 years.
Yeah, I mean, from Sheffield, we're good at like three things. It's boxing, it's drinking and joyriding. So I've picked boxing because I can earn a bit of money out of this. And yeah, I think it's bred into us. It's our sport, and I think, you know, there's other big boxing cities in the country, but I think Sheffield's the home of boxing in Britain.
Fantastic. Wish you well.
Thank you.
Good luck Saturday night, Reg.
Thank you.
Just on that note, it's Nap and Red are the kind of kids I've grown up in a gym watching develop. I was a pro and Nap were amateur, same thing as Clinton Woods, and it's so good to see him not grow up just as boxers, but great role models for the future, and we need that in Sheffield.
That's so important, isn't
it's
it?
massive. It's more than just boxing, this sport. People talk about a lot of the game, but it's future role models, and these are the kind of kid I'm proud to promote in my own city to push on to the next stage.
And you've got to have characters, and this fella next to Red, well, have a look, is one of those, isn't he?
Michael King, welcome to Sheffield.
Thank you for having me.
Michael, I've heard so much about you. Everywhere I went, Michael Lacaro, Michael King. And they said he's a bit of a character, but I didn't know this much of a character. But listen, great to have you on the show. How are you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great. First thing first, I just want to say thank you to my manager, LCS Star, because early this year I was homeless. You know, I sort of like lost this interest in fighting, but it saw me, it gave me a place to stay. It sort of gave me that hope again, so I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to share my story through my fighting. A lot of people see me being like this, but this is just the way I was brought up. This is the way everyone from where I'm from, this is how we are. So I'm excited to show you guys my story through my fighting. I can't wait.
So it's been a tough, hard journey for you, and now you've got the chance to shine under the lights on a big show. That must be amazing for you.
100%. It's like I've come from this, like when they say bottom. For me, the only way is up. I'm excited. I feel like there's no failure. Anything that I just get from here is a success. So I can't wait.
LCS has been absolutely raving about you down in our meetings. He says that not only are you great outside of the ring, and we can see everything with you, but that inside the ring you're something else too. So tell us a little bit about your style and what we're all going to enjoy on Saturday.
If you guys know anything about monkeys, so you should expect the unexpected, you know? I'm in here to entertain, to be fair. This is like an entertaining business. At the same time, we're here to help people. And I enjoy to help people as well. So
Yeah, we're in the fight business, but also entertainment's a big part of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're not going to lack in either of them. What I like about Michael, Adam, and his management team, they're ready to take the tough fights on straight away. There's none of these learning fights. They're ready to take the undefeated fighters on, tough fights. So it's exciting that you're on board, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot of laughs, a lot of jokes, but also a lot of tough fighting, a lot of blood, tears and sweat.
yeah, for sure. You know, the people that I've been with over the past few years, you know, I used to train with Peter Fury, and the mentality that I learned from him is just about, it's either you got it or you don't got it. So there's no way for you to going through, I don't know, learning fight or whatever. You're a fighter. If you get beat up, just go back to the drawing board, see where you've gone wrong, and then correct it. So I'm excited to just show people what I can do right now.
Michael, if you've been around Peter, there's not much about boxing the man don't know, so I'm sure he's got your foundation right. Looking forward to your journey, looking forward to the monkeys, and I hear you're going to bring a proper monkey instead of one of these. So is that right, or is that just manager winding me up?
We'll see. 2 more days. We'll see.
You've heard that? Could be the first fighter walking in with a monkey. I don't know if it's ever been done before or not, but Saturday night, tune in to TalkSport live on the YouTube channel. You could see Michael King Lacalo walking in with a monkey. And now, obviously, a cracking undercard. Great to have you on. Debutants, undefeated fighters. But this card here could just top this, but it's more to come. Good luck, lads. Saturday night. I'm sure you're going to entertain. And stay safe, guys.